Hey guys, this is Tashina from Logical Harmony. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing a Sephora haul with you. I recently placed a way too big order. It is like the most money I've ever spent on any makeup order ever, which was crazy. So I'm going to be unboxing that with you, and then I do have a couple of PR products that were sent to me that are available at Sephora that I thought it'd be cool to throw into this video as well. So if you guys want to see this giant haul, just keep watching. So I do want to say, for the amount that I spent, I was hoping this box would be like 10 times this size. I was hoping to be here with like some gigantic thing that would barely fit on the screen. Apparently everything I ordered was pretty small, so hopefully this is just packed full of exciting things. All these brands are cruelty-free. All these products are also vegan, and I think it's cool how many cruelty-free brands are at Sephora. I have a full list on Logical Harmony. I'll link to that down below. And if you guys are curious in knowing how I feel about cruelty-free brands with parent companies that test on animals, I do have a video on that as well that will also be linked to in the description box. And also any vegan product lists I have for these brands too will be down there as well. I just want to make things as easy for you guys as possible. So I ordered the Hourglass Ambient Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette. I love their ambient lighting powders. They're so pretty, and this one recently came out. It is vegan, and I think it's really cool that Hourglass is working towards being a completely vegan company by the year 2020. That is amazing. So these are just some really pretty highlighting powders. I think they're more pigmented than the ambient lighting powders. I feel like those are really good for giving you like a lit from within type glow, and I think these are more like actual highlighters. Let's swatch some. Ooh. So they're not like in your face glowy, but that is really pretty. So if you're looking for a more natural kind of highlight, these would be perfect. I love that they have 3 different shades in there. I feel like this one would be really pretty as an eyeshadow too if you have fair skin. And I do like that this mix is going to work for a fair amount of people. I wish that they had one that was like a little bit darker. Just really pretty. Ooh, blended together, that's really pretty too. I just think the formula of their powders is so nice as well. So excited about this one. This I got as a point perk, and I was excited because whenever there are cruelty-free vegan point perks, I always get them, or samples. I just want to show Sephora that there is a demand for that. And this is the Ciate London Wonder Wand mascara, and I've never used their mascaras before. I don't think I've actually ever used anything from Ciate before, but they're cruelty-free, and on their own website, they, like on each product page, they'll tell you if something's vegan or not, which I think is so helpful. So I'm just really curious to try this out, and I love travel size mascaras for traveling. Also from Hourglass, I ordered one of their ambient light correcting primers. I've been really curious about these because they claim to kind of perfect your skin a little bit. So I ordered this in the shade Mood Light. They're all supposed to be perfecting. I think this was supposed to be the one that's like the most forgiving on your skin, basically. Let's just blend that out. That feels really nice. It feels very soft. Oh, it does have like those little bit of light reflex in it. That's really pretty. I feel like that does a really good job of like blurring everything out, smoothing it, but then because it has that soft glow, it just really makes the skin look very nice. I did pick up a miniature ambient lighting blush from Hourglass as well. This is in the shade Luminous Flush. Only a couple of their blushes are vegan. Like I said, I will have a vegan product list linked to you down below. That is so tiny, but for $22, this is also insane. For $22 for this better be amazing. But I was really curious to try it. They do have some bronzers that are vegan as well, and I was just intrigued about what it was like. It seems like a product that I either hear people say like they love it or they hate it. And so I wanted to give it a try myself and just see what I thought. I'm not sure about that color, actually. This is not what I was expecting based on the swatches I saw or the description, so I might be returning this one. It blends nicely. The powder is finely milled, like the formula itself is nice. I just don't think this is like the right color for me. And because they are incredibly fancy, I had to pick up a Confession refillable lipstick from Hourglass. Yes, you heard that right, refillable. So these come in these fancy gold tubes, and then you can buy refills of any color to put in there, which I think is genius. It is kind of pricey initially. Honestly, the price isn't that much compared to some of the other high-end lipsticks. Compared to like your average lipstick, it is pricey, but the packaging's very pretty, it's very sturdy, and then you buy these refills in any shade that you want. So I ordered this in the shade the first time, which is just a nice nude. It's a color I knew I would wear. I think it's pretty. I'm gonna swatch this. That is definitely a me color that I will definitely be wearing a lot. It feels really nice. It looks pretty on the skin. I'm excited to give this a try and see how I like it, how it wears over time. If you have these, comment, tell me your favorite shade. I just freaking love this packaging. It is so ridiculously over the top and fancy, but it is so pretty. So I had to pick one up for that reason. And now that I figured out how I feel about parent companies, I am really excited to return to Too Faced. I know that they're doing so much to help, you know, promote cruelty-free, and there's a lot going on behind the scenes there that I've heard about, and so I'm just really excited to be using their products again. You guys know, if you've been watching me for a long time, Too Faced was like my ride or die company, and so many of my favorite products are from them. So I'm so excited about this stuff. I ordered so many things from their peach collection. A lot of their peach collection is vegan, which I think is so cool, and so many of the new chocolate gold products are vegan as well. I think it's really helpful, and Too Faced also recently redid their website, so on product pages it will tell you if things are vegan too. So I love how simple they have made it to shop vegan on their website. I think that's amazing, and I love that they're coming out with a bunch of new vegan products. So this is the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. I ordered the shade Warm Nude. I typically use hydrating foundations because I do have skin that is more on the dry side, but I swatched this in a Sephora, and the way it looked on my skin was so nice, and it was completely transfer proof, smudge proof. Like it was not going anywhere, and I was really, really impressed by that. I'm not sure if this is my right shade, so let's give this a try. It might be a little dark right now. So these don't have much of a peach shade. These don't have much of a peach scent. It's very, very subtle. It's already kind of dissipated. If anything, it just smells a little bit more sweet. So that is the shade Warm Nude, which that's a little bit dark for me, but once I have any bit of a self-tan on, this is gonna be fine. It blends out really nicely. I do think the coverage is nice. It's like a good medium coverage. It's definitely buildable, and I am really, really excited to try it and see how it wears over time on my skin. I did also order a tube of Born This Way in light beige. This was my holy grail foundation for a couple years, and so I'm really excited to see if I still like it as much as I used to. I've definitely found new foundations that I love in the meantime. I just needed to return to this and see how I feel about it. I ordered the shade Light Beige. Again, right now, because I haven't been self-tanning at all, I'm pretty fair, so I wasn't exactly sure what shades to get in things. This is also a little bit dark, but again, once I'm self-tanned at all, this will work fine. I think I'm much paler than I realized. I love this stuff. It's such a nice, again, it's a medium coverage. It's very buildable. This one's definitely meant for people who have more dry skin or combination skin. I think people with oily skin tend to have a harder time with this one, but I thought it was just such a gorgeous foundation on the skin, so I'm really, really excited to use it again. I also picked up from the Peach collection the Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Perfecting Primer. Again, I don't usually buy things that are meant for like a matte formula because I have skin on the drier side, but I really wanted to test this out and to test it specifically with the Too Faced foundation. So it says that this blurs and smooths your complexion with a brightening peach tint that works on any skin tone. Put a little bit on and see what that looks like. That is definitely a peach color. I can see how that's brightening. It feels very slinky. It doesn't feel like a silicone primer. Ooh, that smells good. It feels like a good moisturizer. It's definitely mattifying, but I feel like it is also blurring as well. I'm really impressed by that. I feel like these mattifying products are generally meant towards people with oily skin. I think that that's unfair. I think they should work just as well on people with dry skin, because sometimes we want to be a little bit matte as well too. So I will be trying that out. I'll let you guys know what my thoughts are. If there's any of these that you guys want to see like reviews on, whether it's on the website or on Instagram, comment and let me know. I will definitely be using them in some upcoming videos. This I debated about. I love my Cover FX mattifying setting spray. I don't really need another one. The packaging is so cute that I kind of couldn't resist. I just realized, is this like perfect? Like pretty perfectly match the background? Is that just me? I like the color, I guess. I was just really, really intrigued by it. I'm not gonna put it on right now because I do already have like my face done, my setting spray, but I will use it in an upcoming video. I'm very, very curious if the combination of the primer, the foundation, and the setting spray is too much for dry skin. So I will definitely be putting that to the test. This is the Peach Blur Translucent Smoothing Finishing Powder. I tried this in Sephora too, and I put it on my hand over the foundation, and it looked so good. so good. Like my skin looked poreless, it looked flawless, and I really wanted to try it on my face. So it does say that it helps to smooth harsh lines and blur imperfections. It works on all skin tones. Again, this is a product I have heard really mixed reviews about online. So we'll see. We'll see how well it actually works for me. How freaking cute is that? It is like the cutest little packaging that I have ever seen. The compact actually feels pretty sturdy too, which I was impressed by. They smell so good. I can't even. In a way, it kind of reminds me of one of the ambient powders from Hourglass, but it's different. It has that like soft, perfecting glow to it, and it is very finely milled, but it's not as glowy of a finish as the Hourglass lighting powders, which if you guys have been watching for a long time, you know I used to use those to like set my whole face. I picked that up from Jaclyn Hill. If you have dry skin, the ambient lighting trio is amazing at setting powders. Just saying, go find that on her channel. This stuff is really nice as well, so I'm definitely curious about it. If you've tried it, comment, let me know what you thought. And then I did order a Peach My Cheeks blush. I ordered the shade Peach Dream. I honestly had no idea what shade to get. There were very few reviews on them. Again, it seemed like people either loved it or they hated it. What intrigued me the most about this, okay, that packaging is so ridiculously cute. What intrigued me the most is the formula. So it is a melting powder blush. Who knows what that really is? It says that it's a buttery texture that transforms into a lightweight powder once applied, and it has a buildable finish. Again, it's just really adorable. I tried to pick a good neutral shade. It seems like there were a lot of good nude shades in this as well, which is part of what made it hard to figure out what shade to get. So it looks like it's a cream blush, but when you touch it, it is a little more solid than a cream. This is a very weird formula. Oh, weird, it totally goes on as a powder. That is weird. So I'm definitely curious to try this out. I have a feeling I will probably love this or hate it. I feel like that's just the general consensus. People were saying it's really good if you like natural looking blushes. It didn't seem to have good reviews from people who like really bold blush. So I think that's worth keeping in mind. I'll definitely be using this in an upcoming video because I'm curious if it's worth the hype. And that's part of the reason why I picked some of these products is because I wanted to see, one, do they work on my skin? A lot of them I only see people with oily skin talking about. And you never really know if that's because they don't work for dry skin or people haven't tried them or what, but also I felt like stuff like this was just a little gimmicky, so I wanted to pick it up. That way I can find out for you guys and you don't have to spend your money on it if it is not worth it. And because I'm pale AF right now, I got the Milk Chocolate bronzer. I love their bronzer. I bought so many before that I honestly still have some in packaging, even though I haven't bought from Too Faced in a couple years, and they've sent me a few in that time too. But this is a really pretty bronzer for light skin. And I also know, oh my gosh, that smell, I can't. It's been so long since I've smelled that. But this is just a really nice light bronzer, and you can also use it as an eyeshadow. So just a little bit of color there. I know a lot of people use this for contouring as well because it is a matte bronzer. So I'm excited to give it a try. I do have, like I said, the other Chocolate Soleil as well, but I needed to get the Milk Chocolate. So this is the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. They did send this to me. They sent me a couple tubes, and it's vegan, which I was shocked by. It's their brand new mascara, so I'll definitely be giving it a try and seeing what it's like for you guys. I haven't really heard anything about it, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious what that means because it's weird to not hear anything about a new mascara formula. It has big claims. It claims 13.7 times the lash volume. I don't know where they came up with the 0.7, but it says it gives you super fat, super long lashes. We'll see. I did pick up a Naked Skin concealer. Everyone with dry skin raves about this. I know this is like Jaclyn Hill's holy grail, and a lot of products that work for her work for me because she has dry skin, same with like Kathleen Lights. And I have sampled this in the store and it seemed very lightweight and also high coverage. So I got the shade Light Neutral. I've not been doing well with the shade matching this time around, but let's see how this one is. So it does come on a wand. Ooh, it feels really smooth when you apply it. And it's a little bit peachy too, which I like from the neutral ones. So this is also a little bit dark right now, but as you can see when it blends out, it has good coverage, but it's natural coverage. It's a very lightweight formula. So I'm really excited to give this a try and see how it goes. Obviously, I need to tan a little bit before I can use like any of these products. Also, I wanted to say thank you to those who've been commenting about my pale AF skin and how much you like it. I really appreciate it. When you're used to self-tanning, sometimes you get insecure in a way. I don't even know how to explain it. So I did pick up these 3 eyeshadows from Urban Decay. They're 3 that just really stood out to me, and they do have quite a few vegan options. I was pleasantly surprised. So I picked up Buck because I thought this would be a really good just general crease color, something easy to work with. Roach, that's just a very typical color for me. I like those warm browns, but I thought Loaded was gorgeous and such a unique color. I'm gonna open these up so I can show you guys a little more close up. So Buck is just a very classic neutral brown. It's perfect for the crease, a good safe color. And I wanted to try those because Urban Decay is really known for like their bright eyeshadows, so I wanted to try a neutral from them. Their Naked palettes are also incredibly popular, and I believe this shade is in a couple of them as well. The Naked palettes aren't vegan, so I wanted to pick up the single. Roach is just a very stereotypical shade for me. It's a nice warm brown. This one does have like a metallic kind of finish to it, a nice shimmery finish. Let me swatch that. Ooh, that is pigmented. Dang. So that is Roach. When I saw the swatches, it just looked really pretty online, so I needed to pick this up. And same with the shade Loaded. This one was just so unique and so different from anything that I own. So I thought it was a very interesting color. It's kind of like a greenish brown in a way. So it was just something that's different for me, different from anything that I own. So I wanted to pick it up and just see how it works. It's definitely darker than I was expecting. I thought it'd be a little more blue. Like I feel like this isn't, these two don't exactly look like the same color. So we'll see. I may or may not be keeping this one, but I thought it was worth trying, and it's something different for my collection. So leave a comment, tell me what your recent favorites from Sephora are, and I'll see you guys next time.